exciting for you to be on stage, I would have thought. It must be it's a different sort of thing than making movies, of course.
Of course it is, and here in London particularly, the home and the tradition of great and excellent acting. It's an honor and a privilege. I've never done it before here in London. At the Old Vic, you know, especially, what a great place.
And that's where Kevin Spacey is in charge of the programming.
He's in charge of it, and with him and Matthew Warchus, it's a great and humbling and challenging honor and privilege.
It looks to me, you're like a cat eating cream. The way you're enjoying talking about this, and obviously you're lying back there and you're going, it's marvellous to be doing it. I might have to ask you to sit up and stop being so sensual about it, because there will be single ladies watching at home who will now be running for the shower nozzle. Okay, so let's just... You see, that's an unnecessary added gesture. Up until then, we were safe. Now we've gone over some sort of imaginary guideline.
Cut that out. You can frame it above that.
Let me ask you about you being over here. How long are you in the UK for? And do you enjoy being in London town? Have you stayed here for any period of time before?
Love it, love it, love it. I've been here about a month so far to rehearse. We start performing for the audience February 1st, right? And I'll be here for 3 months of our run until late April, early May.
While you're in town?
Yes, sir.
Do you get to go out of London much? Have you travelled much around the United Kingdom? Because everyone talks about London. Of course, we're the capital city. We're lucky there. But there are so many other wonderful places, beautiful countryside, great towns to see, friendly people to meet. Would you get outside? Will you travel the UK?
I would love it. I would love to see all these places of which you speak. I know about them. I'd love to see them. But London itself, I haven't seen... There's so much to see here in London. And so far, I've just been from the hotel to the rehearsal hall and very kind of focused. Although I've gone to a couple places.
And if you want to travel a bit, you know where I've never been? I'd like to go. Do you want to come with me?
Where?
Loch Ness. You want to come and see if we can find a monster? You want to come up with me for the day?
Do you really think there's a monster there?
What, there isn't? You don't think there is?
If I had to guess?
Yeah.
No. You're counting on, your heart is set on there being a monster there?
If he's going to come out for anyone, he's going to come out for me, isn't he? Really? Yeah, and I know how to feed him.
What?
I'm going to take Alan Carr up and dangle him in the water.
Ah, there they are. Look, still hanging in. What is she drinking? Wine now. Now she can drink her little red wine and check her bangs. Oh.
She's getting nice.
My bangs.
See, they're not called bangs. It's a fucking fringe, for Christ's sake. We're in England.
Oh, really? Oh,
it's
that's
not called bangs.
You don't even say bangs.
Bangs means something else altogether.
Really?
Bang, but that's not bang.
You've got nothing up there to boast about.
I've got a Brazilian.
I love that.
I've been drinking.
This is the most fun I've ever had in my whole life.
No. Is it really? On the one hand, I'm delighted. On the other hand, I'm a little bit sorry for you. You remember that film, The Fly, you were in?
Yes, sir, I do.
It was a great film, wasn't it?
Thank you so much.
It was a grotesque and it was a terrifying film. And you know what made it work for me, and I'm going to say something which I hope you enjoy, was the humanity that you gave to a role which otherwise could have seemed just schlocky and a little bit two-dimensional. And it gave it a beating heart to the centre, which made the journey all the more awful when you saw what this man was going through. What a tremendous performance.
It's so kind.
It's a shame they don't award movies like that. Genre movies, and that's what it's dismissed as. They don't get the kind of reward they deserve. And I think it was just a stunning performance by you and Gina Davis in it. It's a tremendous role.
Spectacular. Well, the reward was in doing it, the doing of it itself, and David Cronenberg is responsible for, of course, that movie. He's a brilliant director, as we know.
The makeup you wear, quite grotesque.
Yeah.
And no doubt time-consuming to put on.
Yes, at the final stage, 5 hours.
There we are, just before they started working on there.
Oh, my God.
There's a kind of, you know, don't
before
tell
any of the makeup,
that's just a horrible-looking thing going on there, isn't it? You look like mid-period Michael Jackson. There's that kind of...
Bad, isn't it?
You know, every time I see that film, and I watch it again on a fairly regular basis, I find myself thinking, I'll watch that again. It's quite a tough watch, but it's such a brilliantly composed piece. And still, when the body of the character you play, Mr. Brundle,
yes, sir,
begins to deteriorate, it's just awful every time.
I know. It's sad.
I'm going to show a clip now of it. If you're at all squeamish, you might wish to look away, but I think this is just a fabulous moment in just terrifying modern cinema. This is Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. What a performance, ladies and gentlemen. They should have got the Oscar for you right there. They should have got the Oscar for you. We've got to let Jeff Goldblum go, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? You're in town for a few months. Maybe, let's say, mid to late March, we'll do the Loch Ness Monster thing. Okay. And after that, if you want to come back on the show, you're welcome any time. Mr. Jeff Goldblum, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. As always, a pleasure. And I will see you.
Thank you so much.
I will see you through the panel. Yes. Jeff Goldblum. My thanks to all my guests, Jeff Goldblum, and of course the gorgeous Eva Longoria Parker and Alan Carr.